jump in a mosh pit, but I'm alone. Between four trees, I get it on.
What up, Juggalos? Beastmaster here, giving you a different angle of the layer. Alright, so this is our first group topic. Juggalo mosh pits and mosh pit etiquette.
What the fuck is up, Juggalos? Scotty Two Balls up on here. Today we're talking about mosh pit etiquette. Now, anybody who has been to a psychopathic show can relate to this, you know what I'm saying? I've been to numerous concerts throughout the years. Been quite a few mosh pits, not intentionally, because I'm not that big on moshing and shit. But sometimes mosh pits just kind of happen when you're standing up in the crowd, like towards the front and everything, and all of a sudden you notice there's nobody around you, behind you or nothing, and you look back and there's just a big circle of people, and then like two people going at it. And now the thing is, at a regular concert, you can get the shit beat out of you, and nobody gives a fuck. You'll fall on the floor, nobody helps you up, But at a psychopathic show, or anything, just being around Juggalos, they're there to help you up. There's just this kind of energy and feeling that you get when you're at a psychopathic show, or even Strange. There's a lot of people who listen to Strange that aren't into the Juggalo thing, but there are some Juggalos there who will, help you up. That's a feeling of family and respect, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's there to hurt one another. They go to the shows to release the tension that they've had, because we go through our bullshit everyday lives, going through the motions of what we do every day, you know what I'm saying? And when you go to a concert and you want to release, you know what I'm saying? Some people get drunk, some people get fucking baked before the show, and you just want to release that. So I don't mind the mosh pits or anything, I've been kicked in the head a few times, just from people body surfing and stuff. But at a psychopathic show, when someone falls on the ground, everybody's there to help them back up. If something's going on, somebody's passing out, people are there looking out for them, making sure they're okay. At least that's the way it is around my area. It's been a while since I've been to a psychopathic show. I think the last one was the Slaughterhouse tour, Twisted, and it's just, and I went up front for that, and there was nothing bad, Of course you're crowded, you got all the body heat and stuff, but, there's probably mosh pits happening behind me and everything, but everybody's going to be alright, you know what I'm saying? Because, people are just there to look out for one another. They have the level of respect. At one of these shows, people are there to have a good time, Nobody wants their fucking night ruined by getting a fucking cracked skull or nothing. So that's what the big difference I have found between mosh pits at a psychopathic show and, I've seen Korn and Rob Zombie when they did a little tour together, and they had massive mosh pits, and people, they don't have that same connection that we do, you know what I'm saying? It's just completely different, and that's what I love about psychopathic shows, because nobody's there to hurt one another. So that's my take on the whole mosh pit etiquette, newer people coming into the family just show that same level of respect, you know what I'm saying? Because we are there to have a good time and enjoy the music and, have a kinship with one another, the fucking family love. So, anyway, that's what I gotta say about it. Much fucking clown love.
What's going on, y'all? Cali Green Too Fresh here. So, I'm gonna talk to y'all about some motherfucking crowd surfing and stage diving. Motherfuckers, if you're like me and you go to a motherfucking concert, one thing that's on your mind is, am I gonna motherfucking crowd surf tonight? And is there gonna be low security so that I may be able to flip off stage or some shit? There's always a right time to fucking crowd surf and stage dive and all that shit, you know? And it's up to you to know when the right time is. Now, let's say you're at the motherfucking gathering, okay? And you're fucking in the bomb-ass motherfucking tent and head PE's on stage. And the crowd's fucking getting wild, motherfucker. It's the gathering, motherfucker. You're in that fucking pit, and, you know, no one's really fucking crowd surfed yet. But you got a homie that's a bigger guy, and he's willing to launch you. So, you just fucking go for it. Fucking, bam, you're on top of the motherfucking crowd, right? Make sure, while you're up there, you're not fucking kicking every fucking different way. You know, if you're getting thrown around and shit, it's one thing. But if you're up there and you're just acting a damn fucking fool, you may be kicking some motherfuckers directly in the face, and they might not like it. But, yeah, another rule, if you're that guy that's getting kicked in the face, you know what the fuck is up, alright? And, it's best not to instigate shit, but there are gonna be motherfuckers down there that, if you kick someone in the face, or they just don't like crowd surfers, they're gonna try and pull you down. So, you know, just really be weary of how you crowd surf. Like, how you're flowing across that fucking, all those people. Now, if you're a little guy and you don't have a fucking bigger homie, fucking, then you're gonna be one to look for someone that looks like they'd be down. Alright? You don't wanna just bug any random fucking person. You wanna make sure it's someone that, you know, in the fucking mood and feeling that fucking family love and shit like that. You wanna fucking fuck with that motherfucker. And, you know, you don't wanna bug the same guy over and over and over again. Unless they're just all fucking feeling it and they just keep grabbing you and throwing you up there, what the fuck ever. But, you know, that shit will go down sometimes. Yeah, you know, don't always bug the same motherfucker, because, you know, if you're over here and you see someone and they got their guy, fucking, you want to help get this pit going. So, one thing to do is find someone else to help it out, you know? Fucking throw into the motherfucking cause. More fucking crowd participation and shit. So, yeah, and whenever you're fucking jumping off stage, don't try to just do a running man across the motherfucking stage. What's gonna happen is you're just gonna, and then there's gonna be people that are gonna get pissed off because you just stepped on their motherfucking head. And you don't really want people pissed off at you. And another thing, if you just so happen to fucking jump off stage, or you're getting thrown on crowd, you know, crowd surfing, and you fall on someone that's not ready, and they go down, make sure to help them the fuck up. If you're a little person, and, you know, you're in the middle of all that fucking madness, just be aware that this shit can and may go down, you know? So, yeah, Cali Green too motherfucking fresh. Always keep it wicked motherfucking fresh. Hopefully I'll be able to see y'all at the motherfucking gathering this year. You know, and yeah, we can fucking have some fun in the motherfucking pit, motherfucker. Peace.
That's what the fuck is up. Alright, now we've got one more. Last but not least,
Beastmaster here. We're in the haunted forest. Juggalo mosh pit etiquette. I spoke to 4 ninjas who have been going to the Worcester Palladium ICP shows for more than a decade and asked them to give me their 2 cents on mosh pit etiquette. And I'm talking about 4 ride or die OG juggalos. At an ICP show, they're motherfuckers going in there to take their emotions out, to take their anger out on the world. When you go into that mosh pit, you're ready to get your ass kicked. And it really can lift you up. You can go into that pit sober and feel a natural high. When you're on the floor and you're moving to the music, everybody's wiling out and expressing themselves through their movements and interactions with other ninjas. And it gets rough. You might have seen that guy who crosses his arms, puts one hand up over his face, and then wildly swings his arms around, deliberately throwing punches. And other guys that are throwing their body weight around, singling people out and intentionally trying to hurt people. At the same time, you've got these pit captains that are going around and regulating too. There's a lot of alpha dog, king of the hill type bullshit going on. You can get laid out, knocked out, black eye, bloody nose. It really does require complete awareness, you know, and that mosh pit etiquette comes into play when you get knocked down at an ICP show. You got 15 hands picking you right back up again, and you're back in action before you even know it. So, you know, the rest of the world doesn't even exist when we're in that pit. It's really a metaphor for life. You lose control, you fall down, and then your family picks you back up again and takes care of you. After all these years in Worcester, ninjas really know their way around. They go full steam. Ninjas just want to release, and it's all good. People are using their whole bodies as weapons. They're really not an angry pit. It's more bouncing around and having fun. You know, ICP has attracted so many people to these shows that the pits have been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And at the gathering, they're enormous. You have to be ready. You have to not care about your shoes, and sometimes you have to pit your way out. It could be a scary situation, and then you fall to your knees, and with relief, it's an absolute thrill and kind of like a test.
All right, Juggalos, that's all she wrote. Please leave us some comments, make a video response. We'd love to know what you think about Juggalo mosh pits and mosh pit etiquette. Until next time, I'm Beastmaster. Much clown love.